So for the Mavericks, their last game, a loss to the Indiana Pacers. And a very close one there, too. The buzzer sounded. They were only down by 1 bucket.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And, guys, James Harden continues to be one of the most dominant offensive forces.
Kevin, I don't think there's any question about it. No matter what city is on the front of his jersey, as long as Harden is on the back of it, you can expect the ball to go through the twine and for him to drop dimes, too. He's clearly one of the best scorers of this generation by far.
Harden scanning the floor. They get it back. Embiid. Here's Tucker. Pass to Harden. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Boy, there's a subtle but real physicality and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
James Harden.
He gets that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Kleber. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Good.
Speedy drive by Doncic. That doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees them.
Mavericks foul.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
With injuries and while his teams prepare for the playoffs, this is the time of year we really see the value of depth.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, teams that can go 10 deep really have a nice luxury being able to spread out their minutes. I think which helps keep the stars fresh for the stretch run and keep them from being overworked.
Jalen McDaniels. Tyrese Maxey.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be Luka. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Harold. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Very few guys throw it down with as much force as Harold does. That's a dynamic play above the rim.
Pass to Powell. The shot, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Go the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Assisted by,
you know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that.
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
Pass to Kleber. On the wing, Doncic. There's the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Up again. That shot missing. And it's Dallas the other way. Down low. Powell takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
Harris misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the inside. In the corner, Harrell with it. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filled up. 76ers lead by 1.
17. The 76ers, 18. You know what time it is, man.
And his word returns. No Jake Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. On the wing, Irving. Fires from deep. The rebound by Niang. Philadelphia leading by 3.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. Dallas moving it around. Irving's shot is good. And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Irving double team. Here's Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Green. Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And you know they might not be in the same conference because with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference too.
Change here. The Mavericks trailing. Irving from long range. And it's Melton with the rebound.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. And after the stressful process here, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends. Savvy move to pull up from three-point range on the break there. When you can shoot it like he can, if you've got it, take it.
Outside Hardaway.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Shoots
half.
over Melton.
2 minutes.
Rebounded by Tucker.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Montrezl Harrell.
And Harrell slams it in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
You got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
First personal
Yeah,
foul.
to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second
Montrezl
quarter.
Harrell.
Harrell, that's
Assisted.
good.
PJ
Every
Tucker.
time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Powell's got 6 points.
Yeah, they've got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Shooting
76ers
foul
foul.
as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Greg, you have to love the
13
impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the
At
defensive
the
end.
line for Dallas.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor.
Charging
You
foul.
could call him an underrated defender.
And there's
That's
a
his
foul
first
to go on
personal.
Shake Milton.
Third team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. Outside, Green. No good. That would have tied it. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers.
D'Anthony Melton.
It's a 3-point game.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Pass to Hardaway. Irving looking for an opening. Over in the corner, Wood. The kick out to Irving. Lets it go with a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Irving's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Mavs. That's tipped.
76ers foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
First personal foul.
First free
14
throw is
foul.
good.
You know, what comes to
At
mind
the line
first when
for
you think of
Dallas.
Irving is his handles. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in
James
from there
Harden.
most every
The
night.
assist.
And they're
PJ
beginning to
Tucker.
just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't
Dallas
happen.
foul.
This
KYRIE
is his
Irving.
second trip to the line. in
First
this
personal
one.
foul.
And you know,
Second
something I
team foul.
remember from their last game was how good he
Now
was
at the line for the
at the line.
76ers.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he
James
attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Timeout
Just
for the
reliable,
76ers.
guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Okay, fans, time to make some noise for your D-Town crew.
It could go, and it is good.
That's the end of the first half with a score.
Wow.
Your
And some
Mavericks.
good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The 76ers.
Philadelphia ahead.
38.
They lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Okay, fans.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Clark, don't you have to admire
Dallas
the way
foul.
the Mavericks are always
Reggie Bullock.
looking to compete?
Yeah, I
First
like
personal
that,
foul.
Kevin. It's a good point by
First
you. It
team
starts
foul.
at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
6 to shoot. Here's Harden.
Dallas
And he's
foul.
fouled pretty hard on that
JaVale
shot, but
McGee.
he's got the chance to pick
Third
up the
personal
points at the
foul.
line.
Second
Here's
team
on
foul.
JaVale McGee.
You know, there's a
Shooting
reason
for
Harden's
Philadelphia.
at or near the
James
leaders
Harden
in free throws attempted
taking 2
every
shots.
season. You know, he's really honed in on that ability to draw fouls. He's made it virtually an art form.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Inside. Out to Doncic. Wood trying to free himself up. Out of
Out of
bounds.
bounds.
Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
The 76ers leading by 3. That one is good
Joel
from Joel
Embiid.
Embiid. Embiid's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Christian Wood.
And finished off by Wood.
Boy, I tell you what, on the jam, Wood can just be ruthless. Won't let anybody stop him when he's going to the cup.
McGee with the block. Out to Doncic. For the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Doncic has got the game tied up here for the Mavs. Here's Harden.
James
And
Harden.
it's Harden
Assist
slamming it
from
down.
P.J. Tucker.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Harden.
James
And
Harden.
Harden with the stuff.
Well, that's what James Harden does. He scores the basketball as well as anybody, doing what he does best.
And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And, Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive
Joel
end.
Embiid.
Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
Dallas moving it around. Doncic way outside. No good on that one. And Philadelphia the other way now.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
James Harden.
I certainly do. You know,
3
I like
points.
to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
The 3 for Doncic. Drops in the tray. Doncic has got 13.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Harden, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
76ers.
Out of bounds. Last touch by
Going on to the
Doncic.
floor for the 76ers. Montrezl
And
Harrell.
it's out of bounds. The
KYRIE
76ers have
Maxey.
possession here.
Shake Milton.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that
Out of
pass
bounds.
and tip it out.
Philadelphia
And, you know,
ball.
even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a
Substitution on the
nice
court.
defensive play.
Here's Maxey. Here's Harrell. He can't hit that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Philadelphia
And now
foul.
we've got the intentional foul.
George DA.
Yeah, not sure
personal
what that
foul.
was about. I mean, talk
First
about a
team
brain
foul.
cramp.
Yeah, yeah, complete a brain.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Pass to Hardaway. A miss that time would have put him up. The 76ers lead. And they double up Embiid. In the corner, it's Melton. And they'll get another chance. Goes back up. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
76ers ball. Now into the lineup for your Mavericks.
27 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Harden. Excellent D that time there from McGee. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Knocked away. James Harden
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
Philadelphia 76ers.
Your Mavericks.
He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D
The
is having all
76ers.
sorts of...
51.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Doncic. And they double up Doncic. To the middle. And it's McGee with the jam.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough slop to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Pass to McGee. Bullock with it. Right side Hardaway. And it's good off the back rim and in. Hardaway has got it all tied up now for the Mavs. Here's Niang. He's guarded by Bullock. Here's Niang. Here's Harrell. McGee with the block. And they're able to recover. They get it again.
George
Oh,
DA.
a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up.
And if you're a defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle
Mavericks
back,
foul.
but it did take a lot of
Luka
energy
Doncic.
to get here.
Third
Yeah,
personal
you know,
foul.
battling back
First
is
team
about
foul.
staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Down the line to the
And he
76ers.
knocks down the first one.
Montrezl Harrell.
You know, what's great
At
about
the line for
Harrell is
two.
his ability to deliver whatever his team needs. I mean, he's the ideal guy to have coming off your bench.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Back to Powell. Pass to McGee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Green outside. The kick out to Irving. To take the lead. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Irving knocking down that three. Textbook form, too. Never rushes anything.
Tobias
Mechanics
Harris.
are efficient and effective.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Pass to Harden. And that's a
Dallas
foul.
foul.
Called on Josh Green.
Green.
That is his
personal
first foul of the game.
Second team foul. 76ers
Mavericks
substitution.
on D.
Joel Embiid.
It's a one-point game. Great D that time from Powell. Now, here is Irving.
KYRIE Irving.
Takes it off the glass.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And there's the call on Joel
That's
Embiid.
his second personal.
That's foul number 2 for him. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full
Joel
team effort.
Embiid.
Well, you
Third
look at
personal foul.
McGee and the career
First
resurgence
team
he's
foul.
undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean,
At the line for
when he's
Dallas.
been in the right situation,
JaVale.
he's been very effective.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Harden. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Pass to Hardaway. Over in the corner, Green.
76ers
Out of
ball.
bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Goes up off the inbound.
James Harden.
And Harden with the stuff.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
JaVale McGee.
The shot's good from McGee.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Embiid. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 3. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Powell. And the slam dunk by McGee.
JaVale McGee.
Tell you what, guys, it's a big bonus whenever McGee is scoring like this. Got to keep feeding the big man when he's rolling.
Mavericks foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one.
First
Shouldn't be
personal
much
foul.
debate there.
13 foul.
Contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
And a moment here to
Joel
take a look at
Embiid.
the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And the other thing we've seen them do well tonight is draw fouls. Time and time again throughout this game, they've won trips to the line and converted.
JaVale McGee.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Here's Embiid. And
Joel
another make
Embiid.
to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Another shot. Offensive rebound. Pass to Powell. Stolen by Tucker.
Mavericks foul. Josh Green. Second personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia. Tobias
And he
Harris.
misses the first one. Boy,
Taking
he wanted
2
that one
shots.
to fall.
And this team believes in Harris because he wants to be the guy to take on pressure.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Here's Green.
Josh
Money.
Green.
And you
With the
can't
dunk.
get a bigger bucket
From
than
KYRIE
that.
Irving.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
.34 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Harden, no
Philadelphia
good.
foul.
And there's a
Tobias
call on
Harris.
Tobias Harris.
Second
That'll be
personal
his
foul.
2nd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Pass to Green. On the wing, Doncic. Irving from long range.
Boy, outstanding hustle from Harris on the defensive end. They're doing a good job to alter
Mavericks
shots
timeout
with that
call.
activity.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're ahead by 4. 20 seconds left in the 4th.
Okay, fans, time to make some noise for your D-Town crew.